Hello YouTube. I'm doing a second version of my video of why Saturn is not Nibiru, and the reason I'm doing it is because since I put that video up, I've learned a lot more, and so just to recap, there's several images on the web about where Nibiru could possibly be. One is in Virgo in infrared, and there's another one in Leo. Some people think that this is Nibiru also, and then there's also one in left of Orion, and that one is in the visible spectrum. Okay, and so there's like two cutout boxes in Google Sky, but I'll let you decide about the other ones. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna concentrate on this one, the original one in the infrared spectrum. Okay, and so here's this big cutout image in the infrared spectrum in Google Sky, and it's in Virgo. And one of the main reasons that the debunkers use that this is not Nibiru is they say it's actually Saturn. And here's one video that says it's Saturn, and it's actually a pretty good video. And I've also seen web pages that say the same thing. And so what I did is there's actually a lot of documentation about the IRAS survey, and this is one of them. And I actually got this page off of that video that I showed you, and within the table of contents in this one, there's these explanatory supplements. And so I've been going through this documentation for almost close to a week, and I've been talking to guys at IPAC and also at Skyview, and they've been really professional, nice, and friendly. And so I take back one bad thing I say about NASA. So, but as I was going through all this information, I came up with a lot of reasons why the documentation that itself proved that it wasn't Nibiru. It wasn't Saturn. But at the end, I found the simplest way is that NASA themselves tell you it's not Saturn. So I'll show you the line of thinking, okay? So here's the image, and the debunkers say, well, you can actually find what's back there. And it's true. If you go to Skyview, they actually have this image. If you go to the query form, and I'll put links for all this, you can actually pull up the full image, and you can get it in 100, 60, 25, and 12 microns. And so I pulled up all these images. Here's the 12 micron, 25, 60, and 100. So you might think that the debunkers are right, that it's a double exposure of Saturn. So I was going through all the documentation this week, and there was a lot of information that I came across that which to me showed that it wasn't Saturn. But I came across one piece of information that it made everything so much easier. If you go to the explanatory supplement to the IRAS Sky Survey Atlas and you go towards the bottom, let's see where we go. It says planet positions and corresponding ISSA and ISSA reject fields. So if you click on that, it tells you the exact position of Saturn. And so if you plug that into Google Sky, you see Saturn is way over here. It's not part of this box that's, hidden. And so they say that Saturn is this and then another one down over here. And so if you go back to Sky View, I put in those coordinates that that NASA provided, and you can see all of them. The center is right over here. You can see the requested center that I put in. It's over here, and so this is something else. Here's on now 100 micron, 60, 25, 12. So there you go. NASA themselves said that these objects are not Saturn. And if anybody's interested in some of the other research, I'll be happy to pass it along or even make another video, but I just wanted to make a simple one right now. So there you go. I also wanted to say there's other options in here in the infrared spectrum, and to me it seems like they've continued to hide something, because if you go to IRAS, these are enhanced images of the original IRAS mission, and if you go to those coordinates, they have the whole thing boxed out, not half of it like in Google Sky. So in Google Sky they only have half of it boxed out, but if you go to the enhanced images, they have the whole thing boxed out. And so I can only guess or speculate that with enhanced images you could get even further resolution and viewing. Also, if you go to this other infrared options, if you go to SFD 100 or the SFD dust map, if you look at the output images, there's a sensor blur. Right in the middle of it. Right in the middle of both of them, there's sensor blurs. So it just seems to me they're still trying to hide something. Also, when I ran a couple of different options in here, I get a big red box. Like if you go to IRAS 25 micron, go rainbow, and if you go linear, anything above 550 pixels, yeah, you see you get this big red box. So I don't know, it just seems like they're just trying to hide, they're trying to continue to hide something. Then if you produce a 25 micron image like this, and then you click zoom to get a better image, it totally moves you off. If you look at the coordinates, it's supposed to be 1347, but it's nowhere near. So it moves the image to the right. so you can't get a zoom on that image. And then if you go to a 12 micron image, you see this dark line here? They're trying to cover something. Instead of giving you more detail, they darken it so you can't see. So they're trying to hide whatever is in here. Well, that's all I had on this topic, so let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.